What's up, guys? It's been a minute since I've posted, but I think I'm going to start shitting out videos again, so stay tuned. Subscribe if you're new. I'm going to be posting lots of crazy content. Today, we're going to be talking about inflation and why you're most likely fucked. Now, most people have realized that prices have went up a lot. You know, if you're anybody making any sort of normal amount of income, it's wrecking you, bro. Let's be real about it. It's fucking you. You know, most of us are making more money than we were before COVID, but it hasn't really made much difference unless you're making like 10 times the amount or some shit. What used to cost $50 at Walmart before COVID is now costing you probably $200 to $250. Like, it's out of fucking control. It's insane. And you're probably not making that much more. You know, you might be making $5 an hour extra. But that's it. You know, that's not a lot of money, dude. And some people think things are going to get better under Trump, and some people think they're going to get worse. Honestly, I don't think it fucking matters who the president is. We're cooked, bro. Inflation is going to continually get worse. You're going to get poorer. BlackRock's going to buy more houses across the United States. And even if you are making more money, you're probably not going to be able to afford to pay for a house. Because as they buy more and more houses and just sit on some of them, the housing market everywhere is going to go up like crazy, and it already has started to happen. And it's kind of sad, bro. This is what happens when a country overspends, is out of control with money printing, and doesn't really give a shit because, you know, you can always just borrow more money if you're the United States government. And so the taxpayers, the average person, is the one who gets wrecked. It's not the millionaires or billionaires with assets. They don't really give a shit about inflation because as things go up, so does their net worth. And also, they have so much money that, you know, they couldn't run out of it if they tried, some of them. Truth is, if you're not a millionaire in America, you're going to have a really hard time living in a city. Honestly, at this point, if you're somebody that makes a decent amount of money and isn't in a bunch of debt, you're probably better off moving to Nebraska or some shit, buying a house there. You could live a good low-key life. You could make enough money. You could own a house there right now, but in the future, you might not even be able to have one there if you're not making like a good amount of money. So yeah, things are getting harder, and if you're a part of Gen Z and are currently a young adult, you really have to be on your grind, you know, to make it anymore. It's not good enough to just make $100K a year anymore. You have to at least be making $250,000 and have a plan to be able to do that sometime in the future. Just being an average guy who works for the post office isn't really an option anymore if you want to be able to afford to raise a family and have a house, maybe some land, live a decent life where you make enough money. It's going to get harder, dude. That's the problem. And you need to have assets. But it's really hard to have assets if your income's under a certain amount, you know. For me right now, I'm in a fortunate position. I'm not making a whole lot of money, but I have really low expenses, so I can acquire some assets. But even me, at this, if I grind for the next couple of years, I could buy a house in Nebraska. But I don't really want to live in Nebraska. So the only option, bro, is to go to college, get a higher degree in something where you're going to make at least $250,000 a year in the future, or start a business that's successful to make that money. And, you know, buy real estate yourself. You know, be like BlackRock, acquire a bunch of properties, rent them out to tenants, and, you know, you might be okay. But if you don't do that, you're fucked. Let's be real about it. $10 is the new $1 bill, bro. Like, things are out of fucking control. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents on this. A lot of people have been talking about it because people like to complain. But I'm trying to give you guys practical solutions. And look, the solutions are not easy, and most of you motherfuckers are not going to do it or make it. Most of you guys will be fine, you know. It's not like you're going to go homeless, even making like a normal wage. You'll be able to make it if you're making 50 to 100K a year, but you're not going to have a whole lot, okay? You're going to be able to afford an apartment or rent a house or something with your wife if you have a decent household income. But chances are you're not really going to be able to afford a family, especially if you're in debt and aren't responsible with your finances like most people aren't, because they want to live like they're making double their income when they're fucking poor. So, yeah. that's the video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.